Courtney with the Chattanooga Public Library, and welcome to episode 4 of Library LARP. First of all, if you are watching this video, you've made it to 2021. Congratulations! And second of all, as you can tell from the background, there's going to be a little bit of a blast to the past with a little bit of still a holiday theme in today's video, so I hope you'll enjoy that. Library LARP is a series where you and I create a story together using the magic of video sharing. Our story that we're working on right now is about a queen who's holding a talent show to bring joy to the inhabitants of her land. Now, if you're not sure what LARPing is in the first place, you can check out episode 1 of Library LARP, which is linked down below. Or if you just want to catch up to the story that we've told so far and how you can join in, you can check out episode 3, which is also linked down below. But we've got a lot of storytelling to do today, so let's get started. I've got to make my magical transformation into Queen Courtney of Chattanooga Public Library. Everyone, I, Queen Courtney of Chattanooga Public Library, welcome you to today's talent show. For our first day of the talent show, we have 2 very talented guests. So without any further ado, let's welcome the first one to the stage.
Oh, hello. Hi, Your Majesty.
Hello, dear. What's your name?
What's my name? My name is Morgan the Warlock, and I am a storyteller. I travel the lands in service of my patron, collecting and telling stories for everyone. So today, I wanted to share with you one of my favorite stories, which is called The Witch and the Whittles. I have it here in my magic storybook. Aha! Once upon a time, there was a young girl named Agatha Whittle. Agatha spent much of the last year working in her family's bakery, kneading and baking day in and day out. While Agatha wanted to help her family make ends meet, she had begun feeling jealous of the other children in the village, all of whom their families had enough money to let them play and eat sweets instead of having a job like Agatha did. One day, upon seeing a little boy eating a beautiful candied apple, Agatha's jealousy became too great. While she had no sweets to munch, Agatha remembered that beautiful bunches of blueberries her mother had just picked. "I'll just have one," Agatha said to herself. "It's only fair." Agatha carefully unfolded the cloth satchel her mother had put the berries in and popped one in her mouth. It tasted exquisite. It tasted divine. And before she knew it, Agatha had eaten another, and another, and another still, until the small pile of berries had disappeared. "Agatha," boomed her father from the other room, "where are you, dear? The pumpernickel needs baking." In one panicked motion, Agatha gulped down the last of her berries and threw the satchel into a cabinet just as her father entered the room. "Honey, what are you doing? You look scared as can be. What's that?" he said, pointing at the corner of Agatha's mouth, where, to her horror, Agatha felt a small dribble of blueberry juice. "I'm so sorry, Papa," Agatha cried. "I just wanted sweets. I wanted to have fun." "Well," said her father, looking disappointed, "you'll have to find a way to have fun while picking more berries and thinking up an apology for your mother." And with that, Agatha ventured out into the woods to collect more berries. She had to go deep, deep into the forest to find bushes that her mother had not yet picked clean. And by the time she had gathered enough to replace what she had eaten, Agatha was exhausted. "I'll just rest a bit before I return. I'm so tired and so sleepy. I'll trip if I have to walk back now." And so Agatha sat and began fanning herself. "It's so hot. I wish I could get cooled down, she said, as if on cue, a slight, cool breeze blew through the trees, carrying with it the hints of a strangely beautiful but haunting melody. Without really meaning to, Agatha closed her eyes, and as the breeze blew harder and the song grew louder, Agatha's head drooped, and she dropped into a deep, deep sleep. In her dreams, Agatha was whisked down a nearly hidden path through the woods. Her friends were there, skipping along beside her, and she, from her satchel, could pull a seemingly never-ending supply of berries and sweets and foods of all kinds. She ate and laughed, and she ran until she came upon a cave that shone brightly, for it was full of crystals and gems and deep shining pools of brightly colored liquids. Her friends ran in front of her and dove off into one of the pools. They laughed and beckoned her to follow them. Agatha stepped up to the edge of the pool and prepared to jump, when she was suddenly hit with an awful, noxious smell. Agatha suddenly awoke with a start and found herself standing not at the edge of a pool, but on the rim of a giant, bubbling cauldron in a damp, smelly cave.
"Drat!"
screeched a voice from behind Agatha.
"I thought I had you. You must not be as rotten on the inside as I thought."
Agatha, flailing her arms to keep her balance on the edge of the cauldron, tentatively turned her head to see where the voice came from. Before her stood a bent, haggard old witch. "Please, ma'am, I'm not rotten at all. I just wanted some sweets."
"It's true. You're not as rotten as the others, or else you would have stayed under my spell. But you've done wrong all the same."
"You're right," said Agatha quietly. "I stole from my family for selfish gain because I felt sorry for myself. I knew my family is going through a hard time right now, and it won't be forever, but I shouldn't have taken the berries for myself. I could tell them, I wish I could tell them I'm sorry."
"Blech!"
screeched the witch.
"There's no way I can eat you now. Regret makes the meat taste nasty."
Surprised by the witch's outburst, Agatha tipped forward towards the bubbling liquid. But just before she hit the surface, she was swiftly pulled back and plopped on the ground. Agatha scrambled to her feet and looked to see where the witch was, only to find her sulking in a corner.
"What will I eat now?" she howled. "I've done away with all the most rotten children in the village. Now I'll starve."
Though tempted as she was to run to the cave's entrance, Agatha took pity on the witch and timidly asked, "Well, your soup actually looks quite delightful, especially without a rotten child in it. All you need is some bread. Can you put some bread with it?" The witch scowled.
"But I don't know how to make bread, and I don't have any."
And with that, Agatha came up with an idea. She struck up a deal with the witch. She would bring the witch back to her family's bakery to learn how to bake all kinds of breads, as long as the witch promised to never eat children again and to teach Agatha's family how to make soup. While the witch agreed to the deal quite begrudgingly, she would later look upon it as the best decision of her life. Indeed, to this day, if you ask any soul across the land where you can find the best comfort food, they will tell you to visit the Witch and Whittle Cafe, now owned by Agatha herself.
Oh, well done, Morgan. That was absolutely a delight. Thank you so much for sharing that story with our kingdom. You know, I was at that cafe just the other day, and it was the best lunch I've ever had. Well, now that we have listened to the wonders of Morgan's storytelling, we have one more contestant for today's portion of the talent show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, giving us his magic fashion show, the fierce wild beast. Ferocious beast jingles and jangles his way into the season in this lovely elf outfit. And what outfit will he show us next? Next, Ferocious Beast shows us how to stay warm and cozy in this adorable Ferocious Beast hoodie. That's right, show that hoodie. Well done, Ferocious Beast. For his final look, Ferocious Beast shows us winter chic in this lovely winter crop top featuring adorable mint green tassels. Well done, fierce wild beast. I would like to give my sincere thanks to Morgan the Warlock and the fierce wild beast for participating in our talent show today. If you would like to participate in the talent show, it is not too late. I'm calling on all the subjects of the kingdom to come and join our wonderful talent show. Come show me what your unique talent is, for there will still be 2 more parts to our talent show. Until then, have a wonderful day and farewell to all of you. And I'm back to being Miss Courtney. Oh, and I have a visitor who came over to see me while I was shooting. So I would just like to take a moment to thank Miss Janelle for playing Morgan the Warlock, and thank my dog nephew, Grumpy here, for playing the Fierce Wild Beast, and also thank you to my brother Taylor for so graciously allowing me to borrow Grumpy here. If you would like to contribute to our talent show, we would love to see that. Create your own character and make a video of them performing their special talent. To do that, there is a submission form to fill out, linked down in the description. Once you fill out that form, we'll email you and tell you how to send us your video. We would love to see all of your special talents for the Queen's Talent Show, so please send those in. Until then, this is Miss Courtney saying thank you for joining us for Library LARP, and I'll see you next time. And goodbye from Grumpy. Bye. Take 2. First up, Ferocious.